I'm bad about responding to some tweets, and some of you know that, or even the chat room. But I saw this tweet from Kirk Herbstreit, whose alma mater, Ohio State, of course, is phenomenal, and they have been. But he had a quote about this when it comes to the college football playoffs. Down at the bottom, you can read it. After 7 years of bitching and complaining from a vocal minority that the college football system is rigged and the small guy will never get a chance, haven't heard much from you the last couple of days. Everything okay? What's the next conspiracy theory? Can't wait, because that one is history. Before you read mine on the top, which you might have, I couldn't resist. It took the perfect storm that Cincinnati had Notre Dame on their schedule and won. Even then, there was doubt entering the weekend of what would have happened at Oklahoma State beating Baylor, or happened something else went on this past weekend. So my response was this, because I couldn't resist. And the response that I put up was, yes, why was winning conference titles how Utah and also jumped straight over Brigham Young, who Brigham Young beat. Pitt jumped Brigham Young too. But winning the Big 12 Conference did not vault Baylor over teams who didn't have the extra data point, Notre Dame and Ohio State. And that was such a big deal the first year in 14 that hurt both TCU and Baylor, and I'll wait. And, of course, Kirk's not going to respond to me, and that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Tim Brando seemed to feel like that was directed at him, but I guess it's just kind of directed in general. My only curiosity off that Herbstreit tweet, because, I mean, everybody can argue about the playoff all they want, is why is he so defensive?
There you go.
Why is he so defensive? Like, did everybody just point at him and go, dude, you're ruining the playoff, or this is all your – I mean, why is he so defensive of the way that it is? And, dude, 7 years, you act like that's like – a week. 7 freaking years, dude. People go to high school and nearly graduate college in that time frame. So don't act like it's been like some short journey that, like it just wipes out, all the hundreds of instances of them basically, rigging this thing around that they wanted it. So, yeah, it's really passive-aggressive, defensive response from him that I find odd.
If he is trying to make it seem like he's not a shill for the establishment, that's not the way to do it.
No.
Like, where's the conspiracy theory now because we did it one time? Well, I mean, again, they had to get backed completely into a corner. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati had to essentially just like two guns on him and go, all right, mofos, what do you say now? And they're like, yeah, I guess you're in. Yeah.
So we've had mofos and Jabron mentioned on this show this week in back-to-back days, which makes my week. Right there.
Yeah, I also wanted to mention, that's a weird response from him. I know, hey, a lot of people are like, yeah, tell him Kirk and all that, but like, why is he so defensive? That's what I would just want to know. Meanwhile, I touched on this a little bit in off